Well, with growing concerns of coral bleaching in and around the Mariana Islands, a task force is now looking into ways to protect and preserve our coral reef ecosystems. PNC's Rebecca Elmore has more.
Coral bleaching, fisheries, impact fishing, and the effects of climate change. These are just a few of the concerns that the U.S. Coral Reef Task Force for the Marianas will seek to address in the next few days. The 36th U.S. Coral Reef Task Force assembled today for a press conference at the Hyatt to discuss protection efforts of Guam's coral reefs. The panel will be embarking on a trip to both Rota and Saipan, but will be back on Guam to continue with presentations and workshops at the Hyatt Regency on Friday. Austin Shelton, assistant professor at UOG, spoke of the significance of Guam's coral reefs here in the Marianas.
The Marianas is home to the most diverse coral reefs in the United States, and we are proud to showcase that here at the 36th U.S. Coral Reef Task Force meeting in the Marianas in our islands. However, as Ms. Sobek has mentioned, we are concerned about local and global environmental threats, and we are excited to have members of the task force from U.S. jurisdictions and from federal agencies to talk about these issues and to address them.
The exhibits featured during the presentation include the NOAA fishery, celebrating 10 years of coral reef conservation on Guam, which has provided coral reef conservation since 2005. When asked if the panel feels Guam should have similar legislation to that of Palau's territorial reserve, Will Castro acknowledged that although he could not speak for local government, he was personally supportive of a measure that would preserve natural resources.
I'm just curious if anyone on the panel feels Guam should do the same.
I can't speak on behalf of the government, but my personal sentiment is it's always a good thing when you're working to preserve, conserve, advocate for the protection of our natural resources. So those are very serious, overarching questions that the Cal Lieutenant administration has been addressing for some time.
According to the panel, the public is invited to follow along on social media using the designated hashtag #MarianasCoral. The panel also invites the public to attend a public comment segment on Friday from 2 to 2:30 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency. For PNC News, I'm Rebecca Elmore.